Welcome
Welcome.
to Taphaven, playing Arc Raiders all day, every day, trying to get that 5 milli in the bank.
Get that 5 milli, baby.
Except this time we're going to do it drunk.
What? No, he's lying to you people.
No.
Welcome back, fine folks that like the Taphaven
Okay.
podcast. We are not drinkers of... I'm just kidding. Of course we drink alcohol. But
Lies and deceit.
today, we are changing up the format a little bit. We are, of course, going to be having our tasting, which is number 21 on the Flavor from 2025 or whatever, the advent calendar that we bought. I guess 2024. Who cares?
Yep,
It's the last
last
one we're
year.
ever
It's
doing.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Either ways, get banned. Get banned.
Ban him! Get him out
The
of
most
here!
important thing for our dear viewers, though, is to know that we have changed up our format quite drastically, and we're sticking to it. And if you want the old format, you got to let us know.
You have to
You got to
know.
tell us.
Yeah.
You
And
gotta tell
also,
us.
you got to share this with your friends, okay? Because that's why we're not.
Yeah.
That's why we're changing it up. Because we don't.
Yeah,
We're
we
not
got to
above
keep
you
trying new
guys.
stuff. You know,
So-
it's like juggling. When you drop a ball, you just add 15 more balls in.
It's fine. It's fine. I
already want the old format.
Look. We need to tell you what the new format is. The new format is basically, we'll ideally still do a little bit of talking in the beginning about something. Today we're talking about
Something.
how stupidly annoying the 5 million requirement is. It's not just annoying. It's not actually that hard. It's just very bad for the game, for Arc Raiders. That's our hot topic. And most of the time we'll try to have a hot topic. And then after that we're gonna like play games but we're not just gonna play games. We're gonna have a purpose when we're playing the game. Today we're probably
Purposeful plays.
we'll get to what our purpose is later. We'll tell you what our purpose is later.
Yeah, I got it. It's in the title. Look
Oh,
up.
what's your title say?
What is
You'll
your?
have to go check.
I don't know. What is yours? What is yours?
I don't know. What
My
did yours
title
say?
says 5 million sucks.
Oh,
Oh dear.
mine says the boss of Stella Montis.
Oh, you mean me with the Torandei 4 that I made?
Ooh.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
set up a Torandei 4 while we were troubleshooting.
Wow.
We should just all go in with
No. I'm the bodyguard, okay?
Torrente
So for
Force.
those of you that don't know, I already have 5 million in the bank. These two
Bruh.
don't. They still
Wow.
want 5 million, of course. So
True.
I'm just giving them loot and making sure no one kills them.
He's just out here doing a good job. Not even like any
Did you already
else's work.
sip?
Just a
Did Eric
good-
already
I
take a
didn't.
sip?
I didn't. I've been
I
fake
think he
sipping
did.
to see if you
Flip
noticed.
it. Flip it.
Wow.
Clipping.
Clipped.
It's clipped.
Yeah, I clipped
I was
it.
fake sipping. Go back and check the
I
VODs.
clipped it.
No,
Disgusting.
I'm gonna check that clip and you're
4
done,
hours.
sir. You're gonna get
4
canceled.
hours.
I'm sorry.
You're drunk. You're out of order, sir.
So
Your early sip
I-
canceled. Sorry.
hate how they ended the expedition for our graders. I despise it. I think it's. I really hope they fix it for the next season. It feels bad.
It is
It's
bad.
not. It is so weird to go through a game, put a lot of effort and time into it, and then at the end they're like, "Oh, but if you want the only thing that we have for the game right now, you can't use any of that stuff for another 80 hours." And during that 80 hours, you don't get to have play the fun parts of the game. You have to play the pinching pennies, do exactly these optimized strats only to play the game. And it feels bad. It feels bad. It's not-
It feels
it's
kind of
not
the worst.
enjoyable.
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't know, for the excursion, you already have to do a ton of work. And that work is actually pretty enjoyable. Right. And then at the very end of
Yeah.
it, you have to commit an insane amount of resources to a certain amount of money worth in order to finish the expedition. And then when you're done, it feels like you accomplished something because that was challenging, right? And then they just at the end of it tack on, oh, and also if you want to get the full reward where you get an extra skill point, well, you need 1 million per skill point.
Just thought you should know.
And then that ruins the game because no one will bring in their good stuff anymore. Like, why would you?
Yeah.
It's literally it's like running into a not even a dude, it's more so running into a very neutered version of the game. Like if you've played it before this happened and then you've played it after, there's a definite feeling of, oh, this is not what I was doing like 2-3 weeks ago. Like I was
Yeah.
So a wild existence to be sure. Anthony, can you speak for me real fast?
Real fast.
Thank you.
Did that work?
Yeah, it worked.
I spoke very quickly. It might have sounded a little weird.
No, you're good. You're good.
Those were words for sure. But yeah,
Those were
what are we
words.
drinking today? Because I want to take a sip of this.
So we are drinking the Remus Bourbon. It is a high rye bourbon, 54.5% alcohol by volume, putting it at 109 proof.
109 proof.
And I very rarely trust the things they put in the packet for what it should taste like. But definitely off the nose, I get a good bit of vanilla. So
Milli Vanilli, Willy,
yeah,
Pilly,
a little
Skilly.
sweet vanilla.
So do y'all have any ideas on how they could improve the expedition next time? I think it's very simple that they just need a frickin'... If it was 100K each, that would have been fine. But they also need to say it immediately.
I think it is very simple. Monetary value shouldn't be a thing. Take that out. It's not necessary. It isn't needed. There are other ways to solve the problems that is trying to solve. It should be objective, quest. It should be like the Kappa box from Tarkov. It should be you need items and quests. And those items can be super rare. They can be hidden in certain spots. You can have to fight for them. Maybe they're only in key rooms. There are so many different ideas. But monetary value.
With what Jason is saying, where you completed the expedition, there's 1 point. You completed all the quests, there's 1 point. You found that item that you're talking about, there's 1 point.
Yeah.
You killed the matriarch, there's 1 point.
I could definitely get behind that for sure.
Yeah. Stuff like that is totally fine. Like
the trials. It's a trial.
Yes. It just can't be monetarily based. Literally, that is the only thing. It could be probably anything else except for a monetary value.
Yeah.
And it would work perfect. And that's the thing that kills me. That's the thing that grates your brain too, because it's like, guys, literally anything would have been fine except for money.
There used to be like this New Year thing that Destiny used to do where like every single year, if you wanted to go ahead and get a shot at getting the t-shirt for the year, you would do a certain number of things or try to get a certain achievement. And by completing all of those tasks, you got the coupon that put the t-shirt from being like 7,777,000 blah, 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 to like an actual affordable amount. And I was like,
what flavors are you getting out of this whiskey?
For me, it is kind of like sipping on one of those things that you put in mulled wine, and it looks like a star.
Like a star anise?
No, it looks like a star. It's not a star.
Like a blood orange thing?
No, it's a seasoning. It's a thing that you put in food and stuff, and it has an insane amount of flavor in it.
That's called the star anise.
No, it's not.
You mean a bouillon cube?
Star anise.
No, what?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Star anise. Why is somebody at my door at 7:15 p.m.?
Dude,
don't answer it.
Just activate your what's it called?
Close your shutters. Grab your gun. Grab your American freedom.
Well, I have my front door open.
Grab your sweet American freedom.
Grab your sweet American freedom and run. It ain't worth it, boys. Get on it.
Okay. I ask because I am...
It is a star anise. Why do I think that other people say it's something different?
You know, a star anise might be the right way to do it. I was just a little worried that it's so acidic for me. It almost tastes
like the flavor?
Citrusy. Yeah. Do you get that?
I don't get the citrusy drop. that you guys are talking about. I don't get that one. I do get there is at the very end like this kind of earthy almost turn at the bottom where it almost tastes like I've chewed on a seed or something.
Next top trial system.
Next topic, trial system. Oh my gosh, yes,
Trial,
the trial
I
system.
think- So the one thing I want to say is that it is the first season, and they should be given a little bit of grace. I think it is an amazing game, and they have really good ideas. Some of them are like, I think their ideas have good intent. I think whoever made the 5 million one was probably one person making a bad decision, and other people being like, "That's a bad decision, but you're in charge."
I don't know if that's the case.
For the trials, well, real quick though, for the trials stuff, like I see it as a attempt to rank you in a way for PvE and PvP at the same time. Interesting, not working out.
So
I don't think it's working.
here's what I would say. I think you can fix trials entirely with one change. And I think it would be fine. And that change is so easy that I'm just hoping they do that. The easiest way to change it is to not put you in brackets with other people and just make it a percentage-based thing. The top 10% get a double promote. The top 50% get a single promote. The top 75% stay the same, and the bottom 25% get demoted. Because one of the problems now is it's purely luck based on whether or not your pool is ridiculously stupid hard or ridiculously easy. And it can happen in almost every level. And here's the thing. The percentage target makes it so you have to compete against the averages of what people are doing. So you do have to be pretty good at all of this stuff to get into that top 10% and double promote. It's not going to make it much easier, but it'll make it so that it's not ridiculous for particularly your pool if you get a hard pool.
Look at this. I think that the whole weekly situation on it is the worst aspect of it. It makes absolutely no sense because, I mean, how many people go away for a week and just completely miss out on something? Right? It's dumb. It needs to be continuous for a whole season. Right? Yeah.
As someone who just went through that.
But with the continuous for the whole season, the solution is that these trials are a long chain of trials that you move up through. And eventually the trial is like deal 100,000 damage to a matriarch or something. Like it's just like it gets something that scales, constantly scales up. So to be high up, you have to accomplish things that are insanely hard.
Yeah.
And maybe require you to go and like solo a queen almost.
I'm down with that. I would love
200 grand, 500 grand in your pocket in order to accomplish that trial and be in the top 1% of the top 1%.
So I like that kind of idea. The only reason I don't know if they need to change the current weekly format entirely is that I think they had some goals with it. And I like the idea of those goals. And I do think those goals and ideas need to be there. So if they aren't there in trials, I would love them to be there in some other way. So like if they did something like what you're talking about, I think they need to solve this issue where there's hot spots of times and ideas. So the idea that you need to do a matriarch sometime this week makes it so the matriarch is always more exciting this week.
Correct.
That would also be solved by what I said, where the trials, it's just like there's 100 different trials to go through in the whole season. And the top,
but not everybody's going to be working on them at the same time.
Good to see you, two bastards.
That's a good thing. Yeah, you don't want everyone to work on it at the same time, right?
But that's what the trials is trying to do now. It's trying to create hotspots so that people are doing the queen this week, and the queen is more difficult this week. It has more of a challenge.
But Net's not in the chat, so we're not getting Tony.
Oh shit. No, Tony. Let me reset the thing. Wait, Nat's not. Nat never accepted
No,
my
I was
invite.
never
This is
in.
on him.
Oh wow. Okay. 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 Cool.
You fixed
Okay.
it. You fixed it.
No,
It's
it's
all
fine.
good.
No, no, it's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Jason. So it would be a pool of like all of it together. So you would still have to work to be in the top 25%. So if the moving average, like if more people are doing it later in the week,
I disagree with
it would do it.
your counter argument because would be, for instance, 5 to 20 queen oriented trials. So there would always be incentive to do the queen instead of occasionally on some weeks incentive to do the queen.
That's fair. Yeah, if that were the case, that would be good.
And like you could potentially still make records on the things that you already did in the past. So I'm getting at like a giant pool of sort of the same thing we already have, potentially. I mean, but then at the same time, the spotter meta or the snitch scanner meta would be a little stupid.
Yeah,
for killing tons of wasps and hornets.
Yeah, because everybody would wait till the end with like 400 snitch scanners.
So it would be toxic for the game.
Yeah,
not a fan.
But yeah, I think it's close. I think the idea is cool. Like you said, it is the first iteration of that system. I'm not too worried about trials, although I do think they're in a bad spot right now.
It is just cosmetics and bragging rights.
Yeah. The thing that is more worrying for me is... I've said this before.
No, I was going to say that, like, yes, it's cosmetics and bragging rights. Are you guys talking about the trial system, or are we talking about, like, 5-mil and the trial system?
Trial system. Just
okay.
Trial system.
Trial system, I would like to see... Yeah. Okay. Continue. My bad. Everything you're saying is correct. I thought you guys were applying that filter to the 5-mil.
No, I was about to switch over to the expedition and the trial system aren't my biggest issues with the game. I've told y'all before, the shields. The shields and the spawning are my top issue top issues in the game right now. Because those are the thing, and this goes back to kind of Anthony's way of saying about it. Like, playing Arc Raiders is like riding a bike. If you enjoy the act of riding a bike enough, riding the bike, then you're good to go. The shield and the spawning are the things that make the bike riding activity less fun in totality. Yeah. The trials and the expedition, you can opt out of. We want to do it because it's kind of like this goal and it's like this thing we want to accomplish, right? And it's like a big game for us.
Yeah.
And that's fine. And sure, we can actively engage in something that is a little bit less fun to kind of accomplish those goals. And I can live with that. And at the beginning of next season, it'll be like, oh, now I get to have fun with Arc Raiders again. Cool. I can live with that. The shields and the spawns just make riding the bike worse. And those are the things that
I agree
think
with the spawns, of course. But I wanted to posit that I don't necessarily agree with the shields anymore, but it's only because I have very briefly played with a heavy shield only on Stella with you guys, with the Torandei, and with the Mach 3 augment that gives me a free shield recharger. And man, that was awesome. You both lost your shields completely. They broke.
True.
Mine didn't break. It had 5% left at the end. It lasted. Having my free shield recharger constantly to use kept me topped up, which was awesome. And I didn't care about the speed because we were on Stella Montis. So I actually did have fun with it, even if it's not... I know it might not be balanced in all situations, but I'm wondering if we haven't experienced enough situations because of the fact that they kind of screwed the season over with certain decisions.
So my only counter to that would be that your experience is that versus everybody else doing free kits on Stella Montis, essentially. They're not using regular things.
I can get on to people with shotgun still.
You can. I'm not saying that it's a thing. I'm just saying normal builds on normal things. Like there is a reason that all of the top players, the 90% run a Pharaoh and a Stitcher for instead of other things.
Yeah.
And a green shield with a blue tactical 99% of the time.
I think that balancing does kind of... Go ahead, Anthony.
I just think from a game design perspective that they didn't intend for the purple shield to just be used. I think that like some of the top tier shield rechargers, no one wants to use them because they take longer, right? Mm-hmm. But they do give you more recharge. Well, with that tactical or whatever augment that I'm using, I can recharge my shield while moving. So suddenly that issue isn't as big of a deal. And it just makes me think that maybe they intended for those things to only really be good with a proper build around it.
I think you are correct in this. You are correct in the sense that yes, there is like a balance in the sense of you having the shield and being able to eliminate the ability to recharge said shield with the proper kitting for that. My pushback on that is that there's almost no value to that function of additional cells on that shield bar, because it seems as if most weapons chew through a shield in like the first few seconds of an exchange, like regardless. So like let's say like I turn the corner and it's me against another person with an Il Toro. 2 shots from there goes Eric. Oh no.
It was frozen.
Okay. 2 shots from an Il Toro against me who has a normal shield means that I'm probably either dead or dying. Mm-hmm. 2 shots from me wearing a heavy shield, I think still puts you in the same situation. Am I wrong? Because I feel like I think that the heavy shields, they have more cells. I don't think that they're providing the protection that they're intended to provide. Like I feel you roll up with a heavy shield, it should be a situation where you're like, I need multiple people to go ahead. Enough. Yes. I think that there should be multiple people having to shoot you and get you down for that shield to be worth it. I feel like I should be able to turn a corner and go into a firefight and have a clear advantage rather than a slight and almost infinitesimal change.
I think it's a balance issue because I think I would like that too, but then I would have to move slower.
Yes.
I think if I moved that speed move right now and the shield was better, too OP.
Yeah. Let me like the best way I can explain it is that Tarkov has like dealt with all of these problems before. And if you go into Tarkov and you do a scav run and you run into a PMC, you're probably dead.
Yeah.
Because some amount of good gear
is supposed to be...
It doesn't mean you can't kill a PMC, but the gear matters.
It's not a David. It's not a David. It's not a David and Goliath situation.
Doesn't matter enough.
It's not a David.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
that's
not a David
all
and
I'm getting at. And I think the biggest thing, the easiest thing to change, like I think I told y'all, I think, and I don't know the numbers. There'd have to be a lot of testing. But if you were to take the green shield, make it 20%, make the blue shield 40%, right where it's at right now, where the green shield is too, like the green and blue shield are essentially the same right now, except for the 2 additional things, which by the way, doesn't help you that much.
Is it 40, 60, 80 HP wise for the shields? It's 40, 60, 80. I believe.
Yes, but you have to remember that the shield going down happens differently. It always affects your health. So if you have 100 shield, you're always taking health damage with it. So the shield doesn't block damage. It mitigates damage.
Are you saying that the shield would still be up?
It cannot block damage. No matter what your shield is at. 100% it doesn't. All damage takes your health. the shield bar depletes with damage statically. And then what happens is, so for example, if you get hit for 50 damage and you have any shield left, it will take the amount of shield you have, apply that amount of damage, and cut it down by 40%. So if you have a green shield, it has 10 shield remaining, then 10 of that damage will drop down to 6 damage. So you will take 36 health damage.
Okay.
But what that means is that all you have to do is change those percentages to rebalance shields. So if you did 20, 40, 60, and again, got to do testing on the numbers.
Yeah.
But now the blue shield and the green shield feel drastically different. And the purple shield feels drastically different. And the camera stalls drastically at the most inopportune times.
You look great.
You're
While
looking
your
so
camera
good,
is
bud.
frozen, I will add that in addition to that change, scavs, i.e. free loadouts, should spawn with a shield, and we should have the ability to craft a shield in-game with that crafting feature to make up for it.
I
But
agree.
you should not spawn with a shield. And yeah, if you're free loadout, yes, you can get one shot. Sorry, you're loadout. You get
I
one
also
shot.
think that you should probably be able to go ahead and get those parts from breaking down somebody's free loadout kit. So if you take out if you take out enough scavs, you have enough to go ahead and create a shield of your own. Therefore, elevating yourself into being able to hold your own against other PNCs.
How nice would it be if you could? Yeah, I don't know if this was a good idea, but crafting an augment.
Yeah. Well,
Put on someone else's augment right now.
I think that the
Is that not
augment
what you're
being
getting at?
locked.
Did
I think
I
the augment being
misunderstand
locked is no. I think that you know how whenever people die right now as a free kit or any kit, you can pull their augment, right?
You can't wear it.
But you can't wear it. I'm saying that yes, you can't wear another person's augment, but there might be a case where, as a scav in this situation, I wanted to put myself to the realm of being able to fight against a PNC more efficiently. If I wanted to make myself a shield in this theoretical version of the game, I would use other scavs free loadout augments and break those down to become parts that I could put together to make a shield.
That'd be nice.
If not finding them out in the environment, like
Dude,
if
I'd love if you could take that free loadout and turn it into another slot.
Yeah,
on your free
absolutely,
loadout.
absolutely.
Or for anybody really. Like, hey, now you have another inventory slot because you killed somebody.
I could get down with that kind of mentality. I think it would also kind of drum up that focus of a PvEBP kind of mindset of you can do this one of two ways. You can either increase your inventory space or put yourself on an even playing field by playing the PvE game, by scavenging and shooting things down and putting that stuff together that way, or you can go ahead and murk somebody and take their own stuff and then find a way to elevate yourself to a point where you're getting able to pull more stuff out of the map before you leave. I think the more player choice that they give, which I feel like they've done an amazing job with, I feel like there's always something that you could possibly do in this game that will change how you interact with the game. Some people do challenges. Some people are just here to go ahead and try and see what they can do PvE wise. I saw a video of somebody riding a Rocketeer around for a bit. I thought that was wild.
Oh, dude, did you see the one? Was it the one with the Al-Qaid? Is that what
Yeah. Lisan Al-Qaib.
Lisan Al-Qaib!
Lisan Al-Qaib!
Yeah, that's so good.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, like I think that there's room in this game for improvement. I think that people saying that they should give the developer space, I agree, but I also feel as if there is a little bit of feedback that we could possibly give for things that we would like to see. Because I would hate to see some feature added to this game that adds more to the grind of it right now. Like, let's say that they're like, oh, we got a lot of engagement and a lot of people went for the 5 million. Let's go ahead and add other incentives to the game. I'm not saying that that's what they're thinking.
I
think
they're in such a good spot. I think they just need to be okay with slowing down the game, not increasing the grind, but making the stuff that was enjoyable, like humidifiers, for example. Slow that type of stuff down. Just slow the drop rates on them.
Oh,
Make it so you have to do more of that.
It's necessary for the expedition.
Yeah,
I see what you mean.
and stuff like that. Instead of popping random stuff at the end because you don't know what to put there, the stuff that was already there was really good. Put in more quests. Put in more complex quests. Put in longer quests. Do more collections, Stuff like that it sounds like stupid, but it's like, fun. Oh, that's fun. Go into these 4 maps and find this object on each map. That's interesting.
I would love to see some form of instanced experience as well. Where it's just you in a map.
Oh,
you have to do something, right? I agree. The whole idea of PvP, EVP kind of against that. I would love to see some form of instance experience though, where certain people who are on the quest, let's say it's a worldwide kind of thing, where
I want to see
everybody gets
on this
loaded
vein
into the same quest.
Let me tell you how that could easily be integrated. You have an event like the Baron or something else. And you have a huge and when you go in, it's 10 to 15 people, but you're all in the same party. And it's like a raid. And you go in and the map is just the fight arena, essentially, of the big arc. And that's it. You just put everybody on the same team. You make it a grief-free environment. You do the event, and maybe that event is, it's like a 30-minute fight, and it has an hour timer, so you can only ever do it twice when it's up, if you're perfectly efficient.
You remind me, we talked about a similar thing weeks ago. Trials Alternative is the same idea, but a bit smaller, and it's who can speed run this little dungeon or raid the fastest, and it takes a lot of resources and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, stuff like that worked really well. I mean, consider one of my favorite games of all time, Global Agenda. Global Agenda was primarily a PvP game, and you could do PvPvE type of scenarios, but at the same time, they had raids and stuff that you would just do PvE, and it worked out really well. So there's nothing to stop that from being a thing that works.
Yeah.
They just have to introduce it correctly.
How do y'all feel about what we've been drinking? Because I kind of want to experience what we're talking about in the game.
In the game.
And for those of you that want to hear more about that, we will probably keep discussing while gaming and in between games.
Of course.
Yeah, this isn't bad. It's still a little on the tannin-esque side for me, but I get a little bit of vanilla wood, type of thing. It's not I see what they were trying to do. Obviously, this is a high rye bourbon, which means it's over 51% bourbon, but most of that remaining percentage is rye. And you can taste it. It has a rye spice to it. It tastes almost rye bread-like in its kind of sourness. It has an acidity, sour, yeasty type of flavor on top of this vanilla wood base. Not bad. Not bad. It's a bourbon.
It's not bad.
It's a high rye bourbon. I like rye. I like bourbon. Tastes like a high rye bourbon.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. This is I really like this one. I agree that it does taste kind of young. It's giving It is definitely one
This
of those.
is a 6-year, by the way.
This is a 6-year. It tastes young. Like, so
6 years is pretty young.
Yeah. It's one of those experiences where I'm like, oh, you have something nice here. I really want to see what you have in the next like 5 to 10 years. Like
a 10-year version of this, I think, is where it would be.
Would slap. It would be really good. So I really enjoyed the flavor. I don't exactly enjoy the full end experience of the spirit, but I do like the upfrontness of the flavor. The heat is great. And yeah, overall, if I were able to find another 5-year-old version of this, I would get it. So I would give this a 4. It's almost there. And I would definitely buy this.
I'm so glad that I wrote down what I would give it before you said anything.
Did you say 4?
Proud of you.
You would daily drink it?
I would not daily drink it.
Oh, and what was your price?
It's a little too hot. 35.
Okay. Anthony?
So, it definitely smells sweet. It smells like a rye. But if you do the technique, I can get the sweet smell and a bit of the cinnamon, which is nice. And
there is some cinnamon. I got that. Yeah.
Definitely get the sweetness, the caramel-y, vanilla-y, maple-y, fruity goodness. It's very spicy, which can be great. And then I think it's properly leathery. And by that, I mean, I think there's a flavor profile that is leather that often not deceives us necessarily. I think it's often just horrible. It's like overpowering, almost like when they do peat wrong, and like it's like a fake peat, right? And so it makes me wonder if that youngness that y'all are detecting is just a distaste for leather.
A distaste for leather?
Yeah, because
I think I might be
a good leather.
I see. I think I am perceiving your leather flavor as the tannins. Like that bitter, woody lightness type of flavor as tannins instead of leather, but I could see leather there.
I mean, I don't always want to...
Is it too bright?
Not for me.
For Eric. For you, talking about those tannins, in your opinion, are the tannins bright in your palate or not?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit in this one, the negative that I would give it. For me, not everybody has this, but it almost has the, I've explained it before and y'all made fun of me for it before, but it almost has that chewing on a popsicle, like popsicle stick. After you've eaten the ice cream or popsicle, you're chewing on the wood from that.
Incredible.
And you chew on the wood and it has that like tangy bitterness, but it still has all of the flavors from the popsicle.
Yeah.
That is tannin flavor.
Like wood. But it's more just that I think you chewed on it way longer than anybody else.
True.
Maybe. That's where I get my tannin flavor memory from, man. It's from chewing on popsicle sticks.
That's fun, dude. But yeah, I mean, I'm not always in the mood to chew on a boop. Maybe I am right now. So the leather isn't that bothersome to me. Honestly, it's kind of like when you smell good leather and you're like, oh, it smells good. But I also gave it a 4 out of 5. And I would pay $45 for it for some reason. It's probably just because I saw 4 and 5.
For some reason.
Daily drinker?
No.
Okay.
Why?
Because I have a daily drinker.
No. Well, no. Okay, I guess that's fair.
I put this one.
Remember, I don't prescribe to y'all's definition of day drinker because it doesn't make sense.
You're right.
And it never will. It's not stubbornness. It is an incomprehensivness.
I understand.
You understand? I understand. I don't understand.
I understand that you don't understand for sure.
Yeah.
I got it.
Like my daily drinker lately would be a smoke and coke, where I smoke the whiskey in a mason jar. I shake it up. I let it get super smoked, and then I add some coke to it.
You'd get it super smoked and then super coked.
So, to top it off, I'd give this a 3.5. I think it's right in between my I'll drink it if somebody hands it to me because it's pretty good, and I'd buy one to have a bottle of it, you know? And it's like right in between those. It's not quite where I want it to be, where I'm going to go out and buy a bottle of it. But it's close. It's close. If somebody gives this to me, I'd be happy. If somebody, like if a restaurant has this, I might order it. It's pretty good, unless they have something way better, you know. But it's pretty good. I'd want to see this at about $35, like Nat. And I wouldn't daily drink this, but I'd be happy to have it every now and then. Now, unfortunately, this sits right around $55. I think it's a little rich for where the flavor is.
Not happening.
I think it needs, again, once you hit the $50 mark, you have some heavy hitters.
You got to be swinging for the fence, baby.
Yeah, you got to be swinging. The biggest problem is you have the Eagle Rare 10-year. When people find it, that is a heavy hitter, and it sells for about $47 to $55. So if you aren't beating an Eagle Rare 10, hey, you're in a rough spot.
I don't think there's anything but 10.
No, Eagle Rare has they have nothing normal that's not a 10. But Eagle Rare has a few different releases. They have a 12-year, 17-year, and then they have the rare ones.
Is the minimum.
Yes, the 10 is the minimum for the Eagle Rare.
I had no idea. And it's already rare, y'all. It's already rare.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bruh. Unfortunate.
But benefits
Eagle
of
Rare is
living in
great.
the Bible Belt. Not rare here.
Ain't rare here, buddy.
Ain't rare here. But for those of you bourbon enthusiasts that know about the Frond too.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I gotta go to the whiskey store. I might be going tomorrow.
Let's play the game. Let's not talk about that. Let's
compadres, are you ready to be the bosses of Stella Montis?
Let's play the game. Let's talk. I'm upset about that.
We're all gonna transition to the game time now.
Wow, that was actually this transition. Come